Okay. Did you talk with Ms. Reza,
No,
the
not at
Deputy
all.
Minister?
No, I did not.
In advance of this meeting and preparing for this meeting, you did not?
So thank you, Mr. Chair. I did
Yes
not.
or no? Yes or no? Did you talk with Erin O'Gorman at CBSA?
Point d'ordre, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr.
Point of order.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics.
Oh, yeah.
Hey gang, what's up? Just Aaron right here, Canadian Looney. So we have so many stars in these committee videos from the Conservative Party. Some of my favorites, Larry Brock, Kelly Block, Michael Barrett, Stephanie Cousy, Melissa Lanceman, Jos Raj Halan. There's a long Garnet Genu, Michael Cooper. There's a long list of big-time Conservative stars. And there's a list of villains too, like MP Iqra Khalid can take over one of these meetings, snap just like that. And you never know what you're going to get from a crazy NDP MP like Laurel Collins in these committee videos. Anyways, the word is out. We've revealed in the thumbnail, in the title, what this committee video investigation is going to be about. Let's take a look. It's always wild in these committee videos, guys. Let's check it out. Let's go.
From the Department of Public Works and Government Services, Lisanne Bolduc, Director General, Professional Services, Transformative Solutions Sector, and Thomas von Schoenberg, Senior Director, Real Property Contracting Directorate. And we'll begin our first rounds. Thank you to the witnesses. My intention is to get through 4 rounds today. We're going to begin with Mr. Brock. You have the floor for 6 minutes, please.
Thank you, Chair. Ms. Bolduc, I'm going to be asking you some pretty simple but very important questions. I appreciate straightforward answers. We don't want talking points. We don't want to be continue to be misled by officials at PSPC and CBSA. You got caught up in this mess. We, as a committee, want to know how this Arrive scam grew from an initial $80,000 app to at least $60 million with no accountability from this government. I realize you're not part of the Arrive Can app, but this, as the more we dig into these issues and interview witnesses, the more we find layers of misdeeds, collusion with top-level executives pointing the finger down the line. Frankly, we've been misled by senior officials on a number of occasions in a number of committees. This goes for deputy ministers and likely ministers that they are protecting. You've had weeks to prepare for this committee meeting, and we're looking for answers. Canadians deserve nothing but the truth. Yes or no, you've had weeks to prepare. Have you received any coaching at all or any material to review in advance of your testimony today?
Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. So I have sought and I have received counseling in order to prepare for this committee. This is the first time that I appear at a parliamentary committee, and okay. I wanted to know about the etiquette. If the question is as
who
per
counseled you?
The accountant.
Who counseled you?
So people who are in.
Who counseled you?
So essentially the unit that prepares these witnesses to come to the committee. So in terms of material to come to this committee, no, this is my material.
Okay.
This is okay.
Okay. I want you to name the officials that prepped you for this testimony.
Okay, so that's the unit essentially that.
What's the unit called?
It's the unit that liaises with this committee essentially.
Okay, at PSPC?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, did you talk with Ms. Reza?
No,
the
not at all.
Deputy Minister?
No, I did not.
In advance of this meeting and preparing for this meeting, you did not?
So thank you, Mr. Chair. I did
yes
not.
Or no? Yes or no? Did you talk with Erin O'Gorman at CBSA?
Point d'ordre, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Je comprends.
With all due respect, I understand that my colleague wants to put several questions, but with interpreting, there's always a bit of a delay, and I would ask that they show more respect so that we can get the simultaneous interpretation.
Genuous, we're going to be here for a little bit of time. I expect there's going to be some Mr. Genuous, you don't have you're not the chair. I'm perfectly capable of seeing this through. Mr. Brock, if you could just take your foot off the gas just a little bit. I know you want to get as much time in. Madame Bolduc, and I know this is your first time appearing, I just want to just tell the witnesses a couple things here. The time belongs to the members, so if you are interrupted because they feel your questions are too lengthy or going in direction, I'd ask you just to respect their time. I'm going to assume that all your answers are through the chair, so you don't need to repeat that. Having said that, you are entitled to take a second to answer the question. You certainly, we're not trying to get a rapid fire here. Mr. Brock, if I could ask you just to kind of recognize there are interpreters here as well. Having said that, we are familiar with your rapid style. We know it's one that you use effectively, and the floor is yours for 3 minutes and 40 seconds, please.
Bolduc, excuse me, who first contacted you about the CBSA investigation?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chair. I was contacted by the Human Resources unit of my department, and my understanding is that they were contacted by the investigation of the CBSA.
Contact you?
I spoke to Michael Lafleur. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the question. I spoke to Michel Lafleur for the very first time on December 13, 2023.
December, sorry?
December 13th.
13th?
Yes,
Okay.
2023. Yeah.
You were aware of the exchange of communication between Mr. Lafleur and Ms. Daly leading up to your intervention?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the question. No. December 13, 2023 is the first time that I was made aware of an investigation.
Okay, Mr. Lafleur,
And
hold on, this is my time, ma'am. Mr. Lafleur didn't inform you that he was communicating with Ms. Daly before he spoke with you?
thank you for the question. He informed me for the first time on December 13, 2023.
Okay. And did he inform you that it was an offer to attend, an invitation to attend, as opposed to a mandatory requirement? Did he tell you that?
Thank you for the question. No, he did not tell me that. In fact, I learned it the following day when I spoke to Ms. Daly.
Right. So ultimately, this correspondence goes back and forth between Daly and Lafleur. Lafleur is giving her the impression, because I've got the emails, it's clearly an invitation, it's not a requirement. She says no. She speaks very highly and positively about the work ethic, the integrity, the character of Mr. Utano, Mr. McDonald. She doesn't want to get involved. She specifically confirms people who have lied at committee. She outs Aaron O'Gorman, who we've caught in numerous lies. This is the president of the CBSA who took it upon herself to lie to a parliamentary committee. She called her out. She called out Min Doan, who has also lied throughout numerous committees. You were aware of that, weren't you?
Thank you,
That was brought to your attention?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I've followed this committee. I've also followed other committees, so I'm aware
Yes.
of what was said at those
So
committees.
at the time that you get involved, you're actually on vacation. You're actually at least 5 levels above that of Miss Daly, right? You're a director general, right? Miss Daly is I believe, an EX1. Maybe you're an EX5 or EX6. So very, very unusual, because she doesn't report to you. She reports to at least 3 people between you, and all of a sudden, the president of the CBA is very interested in Miss Daly, and your deputy minister, Reza, is very interested. They ask you specifically to cancel your vacation, get back to Ottawa, and put pressure on Miss Daly to participate in an interview. That's how it went down, didn't it?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chair. I was not on vacation. I was actually on certified medical leave.
Okay.
And the reason why I took this call, as I took many other calls during my medical leave, because my ankle was broken, but my
Okay.
head was
Speaking
working.
of medical issues,
is-
you were aware Ms. Daly had been diagnosed with cancer in the fall of 2023. She informed her superiors about that. You knew that going into your intervention, didn't you?
Thank you very much for the question. I'd like to go back to the question about my first intervention with Mr. Michel Lafleur. So Michel Lafleur contacted me on December 13th. And on December 13th, he explained to me that as audits and evaluations have confirmed and documented, there were missing pieces of information. And as part of their investigation, they wanted to have a witness appear in front of them in order to fill in the gaps.
Thank you very much. That is the time.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics. Oh, yeah. So I don't know what we really should think about what we just saw in that committee video. It's so hard to get answers. These conservatives are asking the right questions. We see it all the time. These liberals get in the way. The witnesses are never prepared. They don't have the right answers. I try to keep notes, but there's no sense. Let me know in the comments what I should think. My name's Aaron, this is Canadian Looney, and this is another Wild Committee investigation video. There are so many of them under this Trudeau, NDP, Jagmeet, Liberal coalition government. It's a total farce. We need an election. That's it. There's no more to say about that. We just need an election. Hopefully we'll get one. My name's Aaron. Like, subscribe, share, get notified, all those fun things. Please leave a comment. Love the comments. Check your next video. Thank you for watching this one. Remember to get notified for the live shows. That's worth a look. Our live shows and getting involved in the chat room. It's a good experience. Come check it out. That's it. Learn about Canadian federal politics with Canadians similar to yourself. That's it. My name's Aaron. Canadian Looney. Catch you next video. Thanks for watching this one.